We started, me and Ben started playing together when we were 10-ish,
10, I think,
something like that, and played together pretty much solidly from then until Million Dead broke up. And it's not like we stopped being friends at that point either. We just sort of musically slightly went separate ways. And it's just, for me personally, it's always been at the back of my mind that I wanted to do something with Ben again. And to look at it from the other angle, I always knew that if I was going to do a noisy, heavy thing again, there is no other drummer that I'd play with for it. So there was an idea brewing there.
Yeah. I would just always assume that we would play together.
Yeah.
Didn't realise he'd get quite as big as he has, you know. Kind of thought it might peter out a little bit, and
yeah.
You know,
I'd come crawling back
into it. Please,
have me. Yeah, well, that's basically what happened. We met up in a yurt in Ulaanbaatar.
Yeah, I was trying to find myself.
Yeah, and then Matt plays with me in Sleeping Souls, and I think to me one of the interesting things about this as a band is that Ben and I grew up with metal and hardcore and punk and heavy, aggressive music. Matt really didn't. The heaviest band Matt likes is Faith No More. Not because I don't like Faith No More, but because it's like he's like, oh, I like heavy stuff like Faith No More, and you kind of go, what?
Yeah.
But anyway, so the thing is, he's now sort of at a point where he's like, we sort of came up with the idea of the band, and it's him playing baritone guitar, so he's the only kind of musician, like musical musician in the band, if you see what I mean.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks. And so for Matt, I think it's been almost kind of like a sort of intellectual exercise to a degree. You know, how do you play heavy music? And because he's so prodigiously talented a musician, it's actually come out really interesting.
Yeah, particularly I think because of the background we have, you always, you know, you try and do something different. Now, we certainly don't try and write to a formula. I've never done that in any band I've ever been. But you do revert back to the same old cliches, which Matt just doesn't get at all.
Yeah, he doesn't know the cliches to be able to revert back to them.
I mean, I was trying to explain to him the most basic kind of hardcore rhythm riff, and he's just like, this is just rubbish. This is awful. I mean, why would I want to play like that? And like, well, that's my entire life. Thanks, man.
But yeah, Matt's very, and I mean this in not at all insulting way, but he's very kind of technical musician, but like music school, kind of like knows all his scales and that sort of business. So yeah, it's been an interesting thing on that. And I mean, for me, lyrically, it's been really fun for me because, you know, I spend quite a long time. I'm quite serious in a way about the words that I write in my day job. And with this, it's just been like, fuck it. It's an awful lot of the words are literally just first shit that came into my head. And plus, I'm deliberately trying to be, in the same way that the music is over the top, in the sense that it's aggressive and full on. I wanted the same thing with the lyrics, you know. I put a thing out on the Möngöl Hörde Twitter the other day going about how we're going to start calling our fans mongrel whores, and someone was like, oh, I think that's disrespectful. And then I thought, this is not the band for you. Do you know what I mean? It's just kind of like, the lyrics to this band are sort of, I guess, almost Chris Morris-esque, might be a way of putting it.
Kind of fun and stupid, yeah.
Yeah, funny. One of the things is that heavy music, one thing I love heavy music, I hate heavy music that takes itself too seriously. It's utterly tedious. These bands, Life is Pain. Well,
I think, you know, metal is a genre.
Well, yeah, an awful lot of metal. And I think one of the things that's kind of, that I've always wanted to do with any heavy music I make, particularly with this project, is have fun. You know, it's supposed to be fun. If you're not having fun when you're listening, then you're doing it wrong. There's tinges of politics in this as well, but always in a kind of tongue-in-cheek way. I mean, I wrote a song about how I think that communism is terrible, but I told it through the medium of a childish Joseph Stalin shooting Karl Marx dressed up in a Santa Claus outfit. You know, and I don't, as I've said a million times before with regard to my solo stuff, I don't care enough about politics to be serious about it, so it's fun. Yeah,
I think just as a band, as a whole, you know, we were younger and we did those bands and we're very serious about it, and Frank continues to do that. You know, with his own band, it's a serious musical expedition, I suppose, for want of a better word. Whereas this band, it's heavy music. It really is just for fun. I think we're all grown up. I don't think any of us, if this band ever became not fun, just stop doing it.
Instantly.
So yeah,
I think the other thing as well is that it's Million Dead was a little more po-faced at times lyrically, definitely. And I think this project's heavier than Million Dead actually. One of the things that's kind of, again, that's fun for me is that with Million Dead, there's a melodic side to my character and there's a heavy side to my character. The melodic side is now fully expressed in what I do in my normal time. So the thing with this is it's like I'm not trying to leave any pop choruses into anything. It's for me, I'm almost, I think, agitating for more brutality more than anybody else.
Well, I'm kind of happy with that. Although having said that, when Frank first said he wanted to do a heavy band, I exclusively play in heavy bands, and I wanted to do something more melodic and more rock because I hadn't done that for ages, since Million Dead. But I think we found a nice middle ground. Yeah.
Well, I've been agitating for us to announce we're breaking up on stage today. We're not, actually. But the thing is, that means we could do a reunion tour next year.
Oh, true.
Yeah, that's why I want to do it.
Big bucks, man. Yeah, like
so
it,
that next year's the reunion tour.
Millions of fans are going to be really into that.
No, exactly. Yeah. No, I want to do an album. I want to do more touring. I don't have any time to do that right now. Hopefully, sort of in the first half of next year, we'll get a record made, and then we'll get it out. Maybe in the summer and do a tour or something like that. I've no idea. This is total speculation. This is really good fun. I've had an absolute blast in this section. It's really made me want to try and put the effort in to find more hours to do this next year or whatever, because it's a really good time.
I get 23 days of holiday a year, so
that's our touring schedule.
Yeah, they basically. Yeah, and I got another band, so you know,
tough. So this could be quite
we'll figure it out.
Rare performance.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, we are going to put out a record, and we will do more shows, just not immediately soon. Mixed. I mean, some people are just like, oh my god, what the fuck is this? Some people are like, this is amazing, god, I wish you'd just do Million Dead again. And some people, and then the ultra hipsters are like, oh, it's not as good as Million Dead. And
oh, it's not as good as Nitro.
Yeah, right, exactly. I mean, what I was about to say was, I don't care. This is me having fun. But then at the end of the day, I don't care what people say about my normal music either. It's all, somebody wrote a blog piece about this band saying, well, it's just a vanity project really. To which the answer is, well, so's every band in a way. It's just me playing music I like with my friends and having fun with it. And if you like it, that's great. And if you don't,
that's also
whatever.
Great.
Yeah, who cares?
The only time I've ever been tempted by it was our friend Des, who's taking for us today. It's his birthday. Happy birthday, Des.
Happy birthday.
From the Safety Fire, good band, check him out. He just said, probably make loads of money, and I went, ooh, no. By the way, I don't think we could.
No. I just looking backwards is just not interesting to me. Really, I'm proud of what we did in Million Dead, fiercely proud of it. I think we're a good band, but that was me when I was between the ages of 19 and 23.
We're 30 now.
Yeah, we're different people, and
also we had two different guitarists. So who would you get in?
Both of them.
Yeah, sweet.
Imagine that.
That just dilutes the massive cash we'd be getting.
Oh yeah, neither of them. I'll play guitar.
Nice.
Let's
get Jules out of the band as well. Maybe we can get a third person in to play like something that covers both guitar and bass, and maybe change the name
to Möngöl Hörde.
Möngöl Hörde.
It's that's just not really something. I did a cover of a Million Dead song in my solo stuff. I did a reworking of Smile Strings on Trains, and for me that was really fun. It was cool. It was kind of a public laying to rest of some demons in a way for me, because it was just kind of saying, I'm kind of now not pissed off about what happened with this band, but at the same time, I've got lots of other music, and you know what, Million Dead played a lot of shows. If you missed them, tough shit.
Yeah.